Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an affordable base routine. I actually did this video last month and I did just my go-to flawless base routine, and I asked you guys if you wanted to see an affordable version. So I wanted to give you guys an option to have an affordable routine. So I'm going to be showing you guys this complete face, which I feel like is pretty flawless right now. It's actually looking really good and it's going to stay looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I achieved this look with all affordable / drugstore products. So if you want to see how I got this look, make sure you keep on watching. Just did one eye off camera really quickly. This video is sponsored by Juvias Place. This is their festival palette. I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this look really quickly. It's pretty simple. I'm going to be using their brushes as well. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution concealer in C18. This is a pretty affordable concealer. It's about $7. Yeah, $7. I should probably zoom you guys in. So I'm just gonna blend that out with the Juvias Place number 5 small buffer brush. Just blending that into my lid. I would normally go lighter on my base, like instead of using a skin tone shade, I probably use like a lighter, probably just like 1 or 2 shades lighter, so that my eyeshadows will pop a little bit more. But Juvia's Place has really good pigmentation in their eyeshadows, so I don't need to go too light. I'm just gonna set that with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'll show you guys that here in a second. And Juvia's Place was like the perfect company to partner up with for this video, because everything's supposed to be affordable, which they are. They are Black owned and they have super affordable eyeshadow palettes. This eyeshadow palette in particular is $21. So this is the palette here. I am going to go into, it doesn't have a mirror, which is okay because the little art on there is so cute. I'm just going to use my normal mirror. Pretty much almost done setting this. Next, I'm going into this shade right here, which is called Ofala. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pronouncing a bunch of these wrong, so please don't come for me. And I'm using their number 7 Pro Blending Brush, and I'm just taking that above my crease here. Can you guys see how pigmented these eyeshadows are? I have one other Juvia's Place palette. I think it was the Masquerade palette that I have. I could tell the pigmentation was there, so I was really excited about this video, especially since they're so affordable, and it blends out really nicely. The brushes are the bristles on the brushes are really soft. Also, they are vegan and cruelty free. Next, I'm going into this shade right here, which is called Ofala, and I'm just gonna take that into the crease using their number 6 blending brush, which is just a little more, it's just a smaller brush, so I can get a little bit more control out of it. Brushes are pretty durable and they don't seem to be falling apart or anything like that, which is nice. Next, I'm going into the shade, I'm totally gonna butcher this one, like I know it. I'm going into this shade right here, Manu. I feel like I'm totally saying that wrong. I'm going into this shade right here, which is like a pale peach shade. It's actually a lot more peach than it looks on camera right now. On camera, it doesn't look that peach, but it's actually pretty peach. This eyeshadow still picks up in its like peach color, but most of the time with like eyeshadows like this, I wouldn't be able to go this light on my eyelid or anything like that in particular, because it would just look white. But it's actually picking up still peach, still true to its color, which is good. I'm just going into that number 6 brush again. I didn't pick up any extra shadow or pigment. I'm just blending out that edge. And if I was doing a shimmer shade, I would definitely have to cut the crease a little higher. But since I'm not, there's not going to be much transfer. Next, I'm taking the shade Uli, which is right here, and I'm just gonna pop that into the center of my lid. It looks white, but it actually comes off like a pink duochrome. And then just blend that again. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyeliner. I'm using the Inglot number 77 eyeliner. I can't remember exactly how much this product was, but if you are in the mood to splurge and you're looking for a really, oh my god, and you're looking for a really black eyeliner, if it's not affordable, that is. It might actually be affordable. I just cannot remember how much I paid for this. But if you're looking for a black eyeliner that is black and shows up really well on dark skin, this is it. It's worth the splurge. Let's put on some mascara. And then I'm taking this E.L.F. blush highlighter and I'm just applying that to my brow bone. I said blushed highlighter, I meant baked highlighter. It's in the shade Bronzed Glow. And that's eyes for right now. Just something simple. So next we're going into skin. First I'm gonna prep my face using the E.L.F. Prep and Hydrate Balm. This is a banger. If you haven't tried it yet, it's so good. It's not necessarily marketed as a primer or anything like that, but it's just really good, especially if you have dry skin. I used to use this all the time, but it's so good. Okay, skin, done. I'm gonna zoom you guys out to do the rest of my face. Next, I'm going in with the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is one of my absolute favorite foundations, especially Drugstore. It's one of my favorite. I think it's $12, which is such a nice price. Yeah, it's $12, which I think is such a reasonable price. If you are new to this foundation, it does start off a little red in the beginning, but once you blend it in, that redness goes away, unless you're like me and I think I put too much on. Let's get rid of some of that on the other side. There you go. It starts off super red, but you just gotta blend it in. I just put too much on the other side. And it gives your skin a really nice finish as well. Also, some really good drugstore foundations that I have found that I love a lot is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. They're not Pro Conceal, LA Girl Pro Coverage. That one's really nice too, and it's also really nice if you have dry skin. It's super hydrating. Another one is the L'Oreal C10, and that's also a really nice shade. It's a little hard to find in store because not all stores carry it, but if you do find it, that's a really good one as well. What else? I think that might be it. The fact that I was able to even list off some affordable brands just now is kind of crazy, because I remember going into the drugstore and being like, what the hell? So I'm glad that like things are happening and things are changing for the better, and we're making moves towards being way more inclusive, especially brand wise. There's obviously still a lot of work to do, but to see the fact that I'm able to like give you guys even some options right now is kind of crazy. So that's pretty cool, and I will take that as a win for right now. Still got work to do. I love this foundation. It gives you such a smooth finish. I'm ruining my edges, but oh well. I feel like I'm forgetting another really good drugstore, but I cannot remember right now. I think those are just the ones that I personally like to use. I feel like there's a few more, but maybe I just don't like the formula, or I don't like the undertone, or I don't like the shade match it gave me. But I'm pretty sure there are a few more. So that is foundation, and I am loving it. Next, I'm going into the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I have it here in the shade 78. It's just a little too light, so I'm going to go very light-handed with it. But this is actually a really nice concealer, and I really like the formula of it, and it gives you really smooth finish. And then we'll go into the rest of our face. I'm taking off as much product off this brush as I can. I'm just going to blend that out. especially around my mouth area. Okay. And now to set my concealer, I'm using the Juvias Place tapered blending brush, and I'm using some Maybelline loose setting powder. I have it here in the shade 35, the shade Deep. And I'm just gonna lightly put that under my under eyes. And I actually really like this powder to set my under eyes, especially since it's super affordable. I don't press this powder in, and I don't bake with this powder. I just dust it underneath my eyes. I'm using the Amuse Smokey Eyes, and I'm gonna run that all over my face. And I'm just using that kind of as like a bronzer. So next I'm just gonna go straight into balancing my under eyes. I'm taking that first orange shade, and I'm just gonna run that right on my waterline. I'm just taking NYX Worth the Hype mascara on my bottom lash line. Next, I'm taking the E.L.F. blush palette. I have it here in the dark. There's a light and a dark of this. I have the dark one. I usually go into all three shades and just use a mix, except for this one. This one's not needed in this palette. It's way too light, and it'll make your cheeks look patchy. Or not patchy, powdery. This is such a pretty blush, and it's so affordable. I think it's $4, which is awesome. And I've had this forever. Literally forever. Next, I'm going into the E.L.F. Baked Highlighter in the shade Blush Gems, and it's this pretty shade right here. You guys know how much I love a silver highlight, so that's the one I'm going to be using. With the E.L.F. highlighters, you do have to scrape off that first top layer to get pigmentation out of them, but once you do, it is on. Such a pretty shade. Trying out so much makeup makes you forget all of the products that you remember were your faves. Like, I love these products. Also, this sponge is from E.L.F. as well. Bomb sponge. I wish they sold it separately. I don't know why they don't. It comes with a little silly sponge, the silly blenders, but this is bomb. Look how squishy this is. And it's super affordable. So if you guys see this in store, grab it. You won't regret it, I promise. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a brown liner. And this is the Juvias Place matte lipstick in the shade Soil. And I just put that brown on there because I'm just going to pop this orange right in the center. Ooh, it is a very pigmented, super pigmented. I get now why it's called the Festival Collection, because it's super colorful, very, very pigmented. I'll probably throw on just a little bit more of the brown, kind of just to mute out a little bit more of that orange. I still want it there because it gives some color to my lips. So it's kind of like an orangey brown. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face down with the E.L.F. setting spray. So this is the final look, you guys. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you to Juvias Place for partnering with me on today's video. Thank you to you guys for watching today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Lots of love, and I'll see you guys next time.